This trick is about a joker that was a jailer. I'll show you what I mean. This is my little joker jail. And this is a little quarter, which we could borrow from somebody, and we can have them put a little mark on it to make sure it's the same. Let me get a marker here. Make sure it's the same quarter later. They could put a little mark on it so they can recognize it. So you could borrow the quarter, let it dry. But what we're going to do is we're going to put that quarter in the joker jail. The joker's the jailer. Now this jail has 4 ways out. It has the side doors here, and it has a front and a back. I'll show you what I mean. If we were to put the prisoner inside the jail, he can get out. He could go this way, or this way, or this way, or this way. So we have to lock the doors. So here's what that looks like. We're going to lock the side door. Okay, now he can't get out this way because the door's locked, right? But he can get out this way, or this way. So we're going to lock the other doors. This time we're going to lock the other side door. Now, he really can't get out. Well, he guess he could. He could go out these ends, right? But right now we can't see him. Let's make sure he's still in there because we can't see him. So you want them to feel, you can let your spectator feel the quarter. He's really in there, but you let this guy feel him. Whoever wants to feel, and look both sides, he's still in there. But what we have to do now is we've got to lock all the doors like this so he can't get out. Now we got all 4 doors locked. But if I wave a magic wand, or in this case a magic pen, what happens? Well, where'd he go? Oh, he escaped. And then you can find that coin with the mark on it someplace else, like in a box or someplace, because it's gone. It's actually right over here. But how did he get out? Well, I'm going to show you how that works. It's a really cool trick. First of all, you're going to need a playing card. I like to use a joker. You don't have to use a joker, but it's kind of fun to use up the jokers. Sometimes when I get a lot of decks of cards, I take and I save all the jokers. I throw them in a box and I use them for tricks. And so it doesn't have to be a joker, but it does need to be something stiff like a playing card. If you just wanted to use a regular piece of cardboard, you could too. You have to fold it a special way. But you'd want to cut that piece of cardboard the same size as a playing card, because that's really important to have it the right size. But I like using cards because I'm a magician and I have a lot of them laying around. You can get an old deck of cards that maybe is missing a few cards and use those if you want to. But the point is, you want to take a card, a playing card, and this is really the important part of it. It has to be folded a very special way. First of all, the first fold is this little fold right here. That has to be 3/8 of an inch fold. So from the end of the card to the fold right there is 3/8 of an inch. The way I did that is I took a ruler and I went in like this and I marked 3/8 of an inch, and that's where I wanted my fold to be. So I went like this, right at 3/8 of an inch, and then I folded the card just like that. I put 3/8 of an inch. 3/8 is just a little bit smaller than a half. So you can see where the halfway mark is on the ruler right here, but I want it to be at 3/8, which is one more mark down. So we find 3/8, fold the card, and that gets us started. And that fold is really important. Now, the other fold is important too. There's 2 folds that are really important. That's this one. And this one has to be 7/8 of an inch. 7/8. Now, 7/8 is almost a full inch, but it's one mark below that. So what I did was I took my ruler and I put it on 7/8 of an inch right there, and I bent the card that way so that I could get a nice fold. Now, if you folded it right, what will happen, especially if you're using a card like this, then these white lines will line up. This white line will be right underneath this white line. That's how you can tell you got the right distance. Now, that may seem silly that it has to be folded so perfectly, but it really does because of the way the trick works. Now, the other folds aren't that important. You just want to be able to fold it like that. Those don't have to be exact, just enough so that there's space here for a quarter. The quarter is going to be inside this little box here, and those just have to close up. So those folds aren't as critical. But we start with this joker like this, show him as the jail, and we explain the 4 doors. There's a door here, here, and here. We're going to close all 4 doors. Now here's how it works. And this is really, really cool. We put the quarter inside the spot, the center square, and we're going to lock him down on one side. And he really is locked in. He can't go out that way, right? And then we're going to fold this part down here. And they can feel the quarter is really in there. But here's the tricky part that you didn't see because it happens behind the scenes. When I tipped it up this way and I said, here, feel the quarter, I'm doing something you can't see. And now I'm going to show you what I did, and this is the secret. Look under my thumb. My thumb is hiding something. I'm hiding a little peak. The quarter's ready to come out right through there, and they don't know that because I did it very, very quickly. Watch this. I'll do it again. I said, look, I'm going to put the quarter right here. He can't get out that way, but he can get out these other 3 ways. So we're going to fold it down like this. Now, here's where the trick happens. I want them to feel and make sure the quarter's in there. But as soon as I turn it over and let them feel, I'm doing the trick. And here's the trick. I'm going to show you behind the scenes. All I did was a little pinch like that. Boom. Happens very fast. I just go and bend it. And that's why the folds were so important. Because when we bend the card like this, boom, just a little bit. That's all we're doing. And because we're moving around and letting them feel it, they don't really notice that we're doing anything suspicious. It just looks like this. Here's a quarter. I'm going like this. And say, here, I want you to feel it, right? Remember, I was kind of doing this, and here you can feel it. Well, that gave me a chance to do that little twist, that little pinch. I'm pinching it here and doing that. I'll do it closer to the camera so you can see. So it starts off like this, but behind the scenes, I'm just doing one of these. See? Now, they won't see it for 2 reasons. One, you're doing it like this, so they don't see you doing it, right? So now the quarter's locked. But if I'm doing it like this, they don't see the pinch. There, I did the pinch. There's the quarter, and then I have my thumb hiding it. So they still don't see the quarter, even though he's ready to come out. And I want them to feel. They can feel the quarter in there. Here, you feel, let everybody feel. Show both sides. As far as they know, the quarter's still locked in there, but he's really not. He's ready to come out. And that's why I turn my hand this way. And as I'm folding these, guess what's happening? That's what's happening. I'm letting him fall right into my hand, right? When I'm folding these, I can catch the quarter in my hand and then put it right down. I go to get my magic wand, I leave the quarter behind, and then he's gone. So let's walk through that again so you can make one. Okay. We've got our card 3/8 of an inch fold here, 7/8 of an inch fold here, and then these folds, whatever. We're going to put the quarter in here, and we're going to pick it up like this. We want to talk about all the doors because it really helps them remember that the quarter can't get out when we fold the card 4 times. We're going to go like this. Here we're going to let them feel the quarter, turn it around, let them feel the quarter, feel the quarter. Remember, I did the little secret move. They don't know that. And then I come back around. Now I'm covering that little piece of the quarter that's showing. See, now we got to lock him up good. And when I lock him up good, that quarter is falling into my hands. I'm doing it slow right now so you can see. And I'm going to put him down like this. But that quarter just fell right into my hand. And the reason why it falls into my hand is because he's ready to come out. Right? So here he can't come out at all. But as soon as I do the pinch like that, and they're feeling the quarter, he still looks like he's locked in here. He's actually got 1 foot out the door. See? But my thumb hides it. So now when I say now it's time to close the other doors, when I turn the card this way, like this, you can see it's just gonna, the quarter's just gonna fall right into my hand here. See how he's sticking out? It's gonna fall right into my hand while I'm folding these. And I keep it hidden and I put it down like that. So that takes a little bit of practice, but not much, because once you get this right, then the rest of it's really easy. So the trick to this is making sure the folds are just the right size. If this fold is too wide, it's really hard to do that little pinch. You want it to just be a little bit like that. And if this is too wide or too narrow, it won't hold the quarter in there. So you want it to be, again, you want it to be 3/8 of an inch on this fold, 7/8 of an inch on this fold, and then the rest of them are pretty easy to do. That's the Joker Jailer trick where the coin escapes. Oh, by the way, you don't have to just make the coin disappear. If you want to do what I did, you can, but there's a trick called the nest of boxes. I won't show you in this, but you can make that coin appear inside a nest of boxes. It's inside a rubber band, inside another box in a bag or whatever. You can make that coin appear anywhere, because when you go to get your magic wand, you can put it in something or hide it away, whatever you want to do. The point is, it escapes in a very mysterious way. So make yourself a a Joker Jailer or two. Have a couple of them in case, you know, it wears out. But they're easy to make out of spare cards, whatever you want. And then you'll have a Joker Jailer to play with. All right, have fun.